Hi, this is Dave at freeguitarlessonsonline.com, and welcome to this guitar lesson on guitar chord theory. Remember, you can download this video off my website if you wish, and even put it in your iPod. So, why a keyboard? Well, it's easy to see what's going on. The first thing you notice is the 2 black keys everywhere, and the 3 black keys all the way up. Okay? And if you see from one octave to the next octave, you got 2 plus 3, 5 black keys, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white keys before it repeats again. So that's 12 keys, just like the 12 frets on your guitar. We're going to use the key of C, because that's the one key you can start on and get the sound of the major scale with no black keys. Guitar player better add some vibrato, and it just makes things easier for me to explain on this video using the key of C. And C, if you don't already know, is the white key on the left of wherever there are 2 black keys. So this would also be a C. This would also be a C. Here's another one. Okay, but this one here is middle C, basically in the middle of the keyboard, and it corresponds to the note C on your guitar that's on fret 1 on string 2, where it is when you play an open position C major chord, for example. Alright, in order to get the sound of that major scale, when I started on C, 1, 2, 3, the next note, the 4th one, is only a semitone in relationship to the 3rd one. Okay? 5, 6, 7 to the root, same thing. So 2 places, 3 to 4, 7 to 8, or 7 to root, it's a semitone. All the other steps are whole tones. A semitone on your guitar is the same as 1 fret, and a whole tone is the same as 2 frets. If I start here, which is the root in our key of C, now I go every other note. Excuse my fingering if you are a keyboard player. It's just easier to see the keys this way. If you go like that, you can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm going every other key, and that produces a major chord. In this key, it's a tonic chord, or the 1 chord. Now if I start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go every other note, I also get a major chord. Hear that? And it functions as a subdominant, or the 4 chord in this key. If I start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I start on the 5th note of the scale, and I build a chord in thirds. I also get a major chord, and this functions as a dominant, or the 5 chord in our key of C. In this case, it's a little bit special because I can go 1 further, add another 3rd on top, and I get a dominant 7th chord, which is a whole other lesson in itself. If I start here, 1, 2, starting on the 2nd note of this scale, and I go every other note, or thirds, right away you hear it's minor. If you don't hear that yet, you will with practice. Okay, it becomes a minor chord. Same with the 3rd note and the 6th note of the scale. I get minor chords. These minor chords in the key are called the secondary chords. The ones built on the 1, the 4, and the 5 are called the primary chords in the key. Major chords, minor chords, and dominant 7th chords work together in songs and chord progressions to make the music flow and move. Kind of like what gravity does with a flowing river. Here's something else to be aware of. Notice if I start here on a G, I'm using the G just below middle C, and I try to make the sound of the major scale with the semitones, 1, 2, 3, between 3 and 4, 5, 6. There's the root again, so I need a semitone leading into it, that I need a black key to get that sound. In reality, there's no difference between the black keys or the white keys. By reality, I mean musical reality. They're just useful for us to be able to find our way around the keys. It's kind of like the dots on our guitar. And I highly recommend getting an inexpensive keyboard if you can, or an expensive one if you're independently wealthy, and start exploring some of these ideas. Also, try to sing the chords like this. I'm going to pick this C, something in the range of your voice, and then Do, Mi, So, and check it. Temper tuning is a little bit different than what you sing. If you sing it in tune, Do, Mi, So, or if you don't know Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do, you can use 1, 3, 5. The difference between a major and a minor chord, just like on my website explanation where it's written down, the lesson is written out, is the third here. The third goes down a semitone, and then you've got a minor chord. Of course, now we're in a completely different key, but for now, be able to know the difference between major, the sound of major, and the sound of minor, and be able to sing the minor as well. I hope this lesson on guitar chord theory was helpful. Please email me with any questions or feedback. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, you can download this video off my website if you wish. Once again, this is Dave at freeguitarlessonsonline.com. Thanks for tuning in and tuning up.